So this is our Scratch program. First we'll see how it is. See, this is the game. Here we have a Nano here. So Nano should go and eat the cake. Bat will be moving up and down. And if Nano touches the bat, it will say, oh no. And Ghost will always be chasing our Nano. So if a Ghost touches our Nano, again you'll get a message, oh no. So without touching Bat and Ghost, you need to go and touch the cake. Okay, that's the game. So we'll for to begin the game, you need to click on the green flag. Okay, so you can see here Ghost is chasing Nano, right? Using your arrow keys, you need to go and touch the cake. Okay, so the bat will be moving up and down and Ghost will be chasing our Nano. So we'll program this. First, to get started with Scratch, you just search in Google for Scratch programming. Okay, then you'll get the link, the first link, scratch.mit.edu. Click on that. Then you'll get a screen like this. See, you already have an account. If you don't have, you can create one, or you without creating as well, you can proceed. Okay, just click on create here. If you want to save your project, then you should have your Scratch account. You can create there. For practice purpose, there is no need for the account. Okay, see, we have a cat here by default. I'll just delete it. So this is the delete button we have. So just delete it. We don't want that cat in ours. So this, you can see here, there is a stage. This is to add our sprites. Sprites means characters here. That is the ghost, the cake, our Nano, and the bat. So for that, choose a sprite. Then for backdrops is for a background design. So click on backdrops first. So we have got various backgrounds, and I'll just select blue sky 2 here, a plain background, and then we'll select our sprites. The first one will be, in our case, we need a bat, and then we need a ghost. Then so it will be arranged in alphabetical orders. So we can just search for that. Okay. So I would need a ghost, and then we need a cake, and then I would need a Nano. Right? Click on choose a state and click on Nano. Search for Nano here, or you can even type and search. Let me check for Nano. So okay, I selected Nano here. So I have all the sprites here. Just select on the sprite, and you can check here size is 100. We'll make it 50, so it will become smaller size. Okay, 50, and then click on ghost and make the size as 50, and then select cake, make it as 50. So and again select on Nano and make it 50. So we have our sprite size set now. So we'll program one by one. So when you click on Nano, you can see here. So we are now programming for Nano here. So go to events block. So when flag is clicked, okay, when flag is clicked, then go to control, select forever. Okay, forever. What we need to do? So in forever block, when you click flag, we need to program. One is for the arrow keys. So if I move in upward, if I press upward arrow key, my Nano should move upwards, right? For down arrow key, downwards, rightwards, and for left arrow key, leftwards, right? For those things we need to program, and then we need to program for various events, like what if it touches the cake, what if it touches the ghost, or what if it touches the bat, right? In forever loop, so I need to do uh, for various events, like when it touches bat, when it touches the ghost, and when it touches cake, right? So we'll check for that. Let me keep it on hold. I'll go to some events. So when key is pressed, anyway we are not pressing spacebar here, so let me select when up arrow key is pressed, right? So when up arrow key is pressed, go to motion blocks. So first I need to point in the upward direction, right? So select point in direction from motion blocks. So the click here, you can see the direction here, so point it upwards. So when up arrow key is pressed, it should move upwards, right? So point it upwards and then move upwards. Okay, this is the speed. 10 means you have a good speed here, right? Then similarly, go to events. Then we'll do for when down arrow key is pressed this time, right? When down arrow key is pressed, go to motion, point towards mouse pointer, select that, or we'll select point in direction, then click here. So down arrow, it will be down, right? Set the angle, then move 10 steps. This is for the speed. With speed, it should move when you press the arrow. Then again, go to events block, select when, so this time we'll select a right arrow key and then go to motion block, then point in direction. For right arrow key, we should point in direction right side. It's by default right side, and then move in direction, move 10 steps. Okay, then we'll program for our left arrow key. So when left arrow key is pressed, I have this. So this will change as left arrow key. Left arrow key, go to motions block, and then point in direction left. For that, we'll scroll this to the left side and then move 10 steps. So we have this. So you should click on green flag to execute it. Okay, let me check if it's moving up and down. See, it's moving all the in all four directions now when I press arrow keys in my keyboard. Okay, so we need to program for ghost, we need to program for cake, we need to program for bat. At the same time, I need to mention the conditions. What if our nano touches ghost and all other things. So we'll see. For go to control blocks, and then you can see here if then block. So drag and drop it in your forever block. If then go to sensing here, blue color one. Uh, Select this touching mouse pointer. So you can see this blue color is in hexagon shape, and hexagon will fit into the hexagon shape here, right? So if it touches a bat, if it touches bat, then we'll give a message, oh no. So for that, go to motion block. It's in looks block. Okay, sorry, it's in looks block. Say hello for 2 seconds. We'll change the text. Say oh no for 2 seconds. Okay. So similarly, again, I'll go to if block here, click on control block, select if then block, and then okay. Now this time, go to sensing block again. If touching mouse pointer, select this first one, then okay, this was here, right? In this time when it touches ghost, okay, when it touches ghost, again we'll give a message, oh no, right? In looks block, the first one, select and drop it here, say oh no, right, for 2 seconds. And then if it touches cake, for that again go to control blocks, join, attach it here, then go to looks block, not looks again, go to motion block, sorry, it's in sensing block, select here, if touching, this time cake, so select cake, then give a message. In looks block, select and drop, say hello. This time we'll give a message, you win. Okay, you win for 2 seconds. And at the same time, we need to stop the movement of ghosts and bats, right? When our game finishes. So for that, I'll go to sensing. It's in looks block, I think. Let me control block. Control block, select stop all. Okay, attach it here. So what we have done is forever, we have used a forever block. So if anytime it touches bat throughout our program, say oh no for 2 seconds. If it touches ghost, say oh no for 2 seconds. If it touches cake, say you win and stop all. Okay, so we'll stop our program here. And then when up arrow key is pressed, point in direction upwards, move 10 steps. When you press a down arrow key, point in direction downwards, move 10 steps. Similarly for right and for left. So we will program first. See, when I execute it, you can see our nano moves. If it touches ghost, you get a message oh no. Then if you touch bat, you get a message oh no for 2 seconds. And but if you touch a cake, you'll get a message you win. So let us so now program for our ghost and bat. Okay, so bat, when you if you see bat here, it means we are programming for bat. Okay, so for bat, we'll go to control blocks, forever. So let me take off this forever block. So I need an event here. So take when flag is clicked, then I'll take point in direction. Okay, so by default our direction will be right side. So I'll make it, I want my bat to move up and down, right? So I'll set it to 0, point upwards, and then I'll select a forever block here. So then in motions block, there is an option called as bounce. Okay, if edge bounce, then we need to move 10 steps. So I'll execute and show you this. So bat will be moving up and down throughout the program. Bat will be moving up and down. Okay, so we can change the speed here. Instead of 10 steps, we'll make it 2 steps. Okay, okay, let me take this off. So now you can see. So because it has touched the cake, the program is halting here. Otherwise, the bat will keep moving up and down throughout the program. Okay, now we need to program for ghost. So click on the red color to stop, then click on ghost. This time we'll program for ghost. You see, for ghost, so go to control blocks, select forever block. First we need an event as well. So when flag is clicked means from the beginning forever. Then we want to move towards our nano. We want the ghost always to chase our nano, right? So for that, there is an option to keep moving towards nano. So I have a forever loop. Forever, it will be in the direction of our nano, right? Point towards mouse pointer, click on the drop down towards nano. So forever, the direction will be towards nano and it should keep moving, right? Towards nano. So move, this is the speed. If I give 10, it will be too fast. So I'll make it 1 here. Let me execute and check. So here is my nano. So you can check Nano keeps moving towards her. I mean, Ghost keeps moving towards her Nano here. It chases our Nano, right? Let me pause this. So we have, so I'll make this as the initial position. Now let us execute and check this. Right? So I won, right? The program will stop. So instead of going directly towards the cake, cake. In case I go, let me begin the game again. So green flag. So while moving, if I if I touch bat, I get a message, oh no. If Ghost touches me, I get a message, oh no. Then if I touch the cake, then I win, and all the characters will stop moving. Okay, so this is our game. I hope you liked this. So these are the initial positions for that. And then let me, so click on the green flag. Okay, I hope you have understood this program. Thanks for watching.